So for this week's project, we're going to build our Makita power tool wall.
Do we have enough tools?
Well, we've got a few. We've been keeping them in here, so we'll have a look. I'll see what we've got. I think that's all of it. I've always wanted all my power tools mounted on the wall. I found the perfect location for a big shadow board of all of our power tools. This is a big foam sheet here. We've got this down. This is shadow foam original, so there's red on the other side. We've just got it face down just while I'm doing a layout. But that whole sheet of foam is going to be mounted in that gap. So the layout is probably the thing that takes the longest because you end up procrastinating for so long. I've had this probably about 10 different ways because I start off with the drills low down because they're the things I use the most, and then I think, well, maybe I want the heavier items lower down. The heavier items, the recip saw for example, and the planer, we're going to cut them deep enough into the foam that they will be tightly housed. I've got 2 sets of combi and impact driver because they are the thing I use the most often, and if I take a set of these away, I can then leave a set for my guys here at the unit. So I use some of these mag pack cases, and this is shadow foam easy peeling here, so if I'm nipping out I can take the 2 of those with me, 2 batteries, and I know I'm away, but then I'm still leaving a set of drills for the lads at the unit if they need them. Let's go and get some wood. It makes a massive difference when we cut these to size if they fit. Yeah, that's it. Bang that in there. I did measure it tight because it's should be pretty accurate as well. Yeah, that's slightly loose, but so we've finalised the layout. This is literally the 20th iteration of layouts. But we did want the shadow. We didn't want a Makita logo because it's pretty clear this is all Makita. So we wanted to try and put a shadow foam logo in there. This is all the tools. We're going to pick up a couple more batteries. I wouldn't mind getting a couple of the 6 amp batteries. So I think 8 batteries would be good for us. I don't think we need more than that. So when it comes to cutting the foam, I like to start on an edge. We know that we want to keep all the items at least 50mm from the edge. So we're going to start on this left-hand side here with this angle drill. And all we do is place the item where you want it to go. And then some people use a pen to draw around it and then cut that. I try and avoid that because it leaves kind of unsightly pen marks on the foam. So all we do is use the scalpel that comes in our cutting kits, and you can just lightly draw around the item with the scalpel and use almost that as a pencil. And then once you've cut all the way around, you take the item away, and obviously you can cut. For this, we're going to be cutting all the way through for most of these items, and that way, and then we're going to have a sprayed on backer. So we've finished cutting all of the inserts and all the shapes, and what we've done now is we've just gone through, we save all the cutouts. When we cut all the way through, we save all the cutouts, and then we put them all back in when we're finished. And the reason for that is then when we flip it over, the sheet of foam's ready masked. We don't have to worry about getting overspray into the inserts. So then we've got another size, we've got the same size sheet. This is 30mm. We want a bit of a coat on here. This doesn't have to be as good. We just go around the edges, because obviously we don't want it on the bottom. Actually no, not bad. So we flip it over. If you look on that one there, we've glued that down. We've got a nice backer on it now. It's glued all the way around the edges so it will set nice and solid, and that should be ideal. Put this here, which is screwed to these two battens on the back, and that's going to hold the whole foam sheet solid to the wall right in the centre. So it's really vital that we had something there, but we're going to spray this. So what the plan is to spray half of it red, half of it white, and then sand across the top, and then basically do like a pad painting or a dry brushing on the top, so we can then have the black over the top of the logo. So hopefully that should look quite good, but we'll see. I hope you like the build. This has probably been our biggest project yet on the channel. We've done 70 custom foam projects, but they're only going to be getting bigger and better from here on out. We're looking to get a few more boards on the wall, and then we're going to be getting out and about and doing some toolbox transformations as well. So like and subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon for notifications so you'll see as soon as we release new videos every Friday.